Now, isn't it funny when we make a bad decision, we presume that the other option was a better one? You know, I was watching a video on TikTok there yesterday, and there was a lady actually talking about this topic where she said that, sometimes when we make a bad decision, we presume that the other decision we would have made would have been a better one. Now, she was just talking like if you're going maybe to university and you've got two choices, and you go to university A, and when you go there, you realize you had a really bad experience, it just was terrible. And when you're there at University A, you're saying to yourself, why the hell didn't I pick University B? Because University B would have been a better one. And sometimes we don't know. Sometimes you could have had maybe the same experience in the two different universities. But it's funny the way we kind of put the other option up on a pedestal. And we say, well, we picked the bad option, so the other one must have been the right option. But we don't know that. Sometimes the bad decisions we make are ones we need to make to send us off in a different direction. You know, I remember way back years ago, there was a point where I fell into financial trouble. And it got to the stage where that if I didn't sell my house, the bank was going to take it off me. And I really remember at the time that was one of the lowest points of my life, having to sell my house and having to move my kids into rented accommodation. And it was a horrible experience. And at the time, I was kind of putting that decision I made on buying that house as the worst decision I had have made. Why didn't I stay at my original home? And we would have been happier there. We would have had more money, and we would have had this, and we would have had that. But it was only years later that I realized that that bad decision actually led me on to making another decision, which led me to another place. And right now, I couldn't be happier. I live in a beautiful home. I'm a lot happier than I was back then. But I needed to make that bad decision to actually get me on a new route to get me to where I am right now. So if you find that maybe you are in a bad situation and you're just cursing yourself, you're kicking yourself for making a bad decision, thinking to yourself, well, I should have chose the other thing. The other thing was far better. You don't know, and you'll never know. And we have the tendency to kind of replay that over and over again. Imagine these imaginary scenarios where everything was perfect in that other choice. But we don't know that. It could have been far worse for all you know. And if you did make that choice, maybe that would send you off on a different path to maybe a place that you wouldn't want to be sometime in the future. You might need to go through this little bit of hardship or this difficult place you're in right now. Maybe the place you're in right now is being purposely given you to give you some growth, to get you out of your comfort zone, or to make you wake up maybe from some of the stupid mistakes that you've made, or that you were just sleepwalking through life, and this slap on the face you have right now from making this bad decision could be just what you need. And you don't know what the next decision is going to lead to. You could find that whatever you're in right now could be what you need right now to get you to another point in the future, a lot better position. But I know right now when you're in these kind of low moments, it really does suck. It's really horrible. And you curse yourself and you kind of say the other decision was a better one, but you don't know that. And where you are right now has probably been given to you for a reason. Because it's, as I said, in my own case, it led me to a lot better place. And I needed to go through that difficult moment to get there. So give that some thought today, and don't be so hard on yourself, and stop building up the other option thinking that was a better option. You don't know that. It could have been far worse, and you could be in a better place right now, even though it's horrible, even though it sucks, but you can always make another decision to get out of that. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.